Whoever you are a natural born leader. Like, naturally, you're a leader. I know sometimes people want to debate and they want to be like, oh, leaders are made, they're not born, any of that. No, whoever I'm speaking to, you are a leader. This is something that runs in your veins. This is something when the Most High created you before you were even formed in your mother's womb. You were chosen. You were created that leader. You were a person that stood out. You are a person that walks in authority. You are a person that know what you know, and that's all you maybe know, but you stand 10 toes down about what you know and who you are. That makes you a leader alone. That makes you a boss alone. A lot of people go through classes, they go through courses, they do all these things to get that quote unquote boss status or title, but you, sweetheart, it is something that runs through your veins. You are a natural born leader, and so therefore that puts you in a position where, baby, you real bossy. Even if you feel like physically or your environment don't own up, don't see that, I'm telling you right now, the people see you. I'm telling you right now, the universe see you. God see you doing what you do, how you operate, who you are. It's being seen, it's being shown in this season, regardless of if people acknowledge it or not. You already know whoever I'm speaking to. People rarely clap for you anyway. They rarely celebrate you anyway. They rarely show up to your events anyway. It's because you step or you're in this kind of boss kind of energy. You are a natural born leader, whoever I'm speaking to. This is not something that can be taught or bought. You were born with this thing, and people are going to begin to see that if they hadn't already seen it, and a lot of people have. That's why whoever I'm speaking to, you've gone through so many things throughout life. You've experienced so many things, and that alone makes you a boss. Because again, you are a person who has been, I guess, just sent here on this earth to do something so different, y'all. I gotta just keep it so plain and just real and raw. You have been sent here. Yes, you were born, but those of you that I'm speaking to, this is a mission for you. You have literally been sent here to be that boss, baby. To show the people this ain't that. To be a person in your bloodline first, to do whatever it is. It don't have to be, what I'm doing. It could be whatever. You are the first to do it, which makes you a leader, which makes you a boss, what puts you in the forefront and puts the light on you. You have it within you, but the Most High is putting it on you, highlighting who you are. Even if man don't want to acknowledge you, you still have a boss position. You still have a boss kind of attitude. You still have that leadership kind of, mentality. Can't nobody take that away from you. That's something that you did not buy. You didn't take a course for that. You didn't go and, spend your money and try to learn how to do that. No, this is who you are. Every time you overcome things, every time you trust in yourself, every time you evolve, every time you just do you and be you, baby, that is boss behavior. That is leadership behavior. And you got all of that, whoever I'm speaking to. Those of you that are new to the channel, welcome to the Walk Heavy channel. Over here is all gas, no brakes. We're putting our foot on the enemy's neck and we're not letting up. Those of you that are returning, y'all already know. I love y'all so much. Thank you for your PayPal's, Cashapp, super thanks, thumbs up, love, support. Continuing to show up, y'all, each and every single time that I show up. Y'all, I'm sorry. This morning, I just feel like I just want to be, free of what I'm doing, what I'm saying. I have some notes here, but I don't want it to be so 1, 2, 3, 4. Like, no. Whoever I'm speaking to, your life is not like that either. You go with the flow. You allow spirit, you allow situations, you allow things to occur, and you know how to overcome them. That is what makes you a leader. That is what makes you a boss. You know how to navigate through these different things, these different situations. Even if you feel like you're not winning in that moment, you know eventually you will. It's something about you and your character that puts you in that boss position. Even if you feel like you don't have the title behind your name, you don't need that. The Most High has already qualified you. The Most High has already said it's yours. The Most High has already said, this is how I want you to carry yourself. This is how I want you to live. Whatever it may be, it's already yours. I told you, you're a natural born leader. So even if you try to shake it, baby, you cannot, because every time you turn around, people calling you, asking you your opinions about things. Every time you turn around, the boss, your co-workers asking you what you think, or even if they pretend like they don't want to know, put your idea out there and see how they take off with it. They want to see what you got going on, how you're thinking, how you're moving, because you are a leader, baby. You are a boss. Let's get into it, y'all. I'm gonna get into these few bullet points. I usually write them on index cards, but today, y'all, I'm telling you, I really just want to flow. Honestly, I have them in my phone. I'm gonna go through this, but go off, spirit. That's all I'm gonna say. I already said you're a natural born leader. Whoever you are, you're a critical thinker, logical thinker, and a spiritual thinker. This is what makes you a leader. This is what puts you in that boss position, put you above average. And people feel some type of way sometimes when you know, associate yourself like that. I put a video out the other day that you're premium. You're not unleaded. You're not the average Joe, the genie from the block. You're not any of that. You're special, baby. Everything about you is unique. It's special. You were designed to do a special mission. You are meant to come on this earth and shake some things up. You are meant to do that. You're a critical, logical, and spiritual thinker. Let's go through this real quick, y'all. Critical thinkers. In essence, critical thinkers are good at questioning, analyzing, and evaluating information before, listen to me now, before accepting it as true. Let me say it again, because I'm talking about you. Because a lot of time your boss, baby, people that you know may feel like, I'm a boss, I'm this, I'm that, whatever it may be. And this is not you comparing your lives to them at all. Absolutely not. But what I'm telling you is that we're going to validate, confirm, and affirm the fact that you are a leader. You are a boss, because the devil, the enemy, your adversaries, your people, whoever it is, will beat you down and make you feel like, because you physically aren't stepping into that quote unquote title, that you're not that. But that's not the truth. The Most High has already predestined you to be that. So even if you don't hold that title, you have the character, baby. You have the essence. You have the aura of a boss. Critical thinkers. This is you now. In essence, critical thinkers are good at questioning, analyzing, and evaluating information before accepting it as true. That's why sometimes you get that pushback, baby, when it comes to you. Because you don't just accept things as is. You don't just take life as is. You don't let people just feed you that rah-rah, as I call it, that foolishness. You know, you question people, even if it's your bloodline. You ask them, well, why you decided to marry him or her? Or why you decided to take that kind of religion? Or why you decided you were going to stay in this city? Why didn't you do this or that? You start questioning the ones who feel like they're in authority. They're superior. You start questioning these things, because that is who you are. You don't mean any harm when you do it. You do it out of innocence. You do it because you want additional information. You do it because the Most High has led you. You do it because that's just who you are. You want to actually really realize and understand what's happening around you. That's who you are. You cannot escape that, but that's the very thing that puts you in that boss position, that leadership position, because you just don't take people for what they say. You look at them. You study energy. You know what energy feels like. Even if they're saying one thing out of their mouth, you know that energy, when it's off, baby, you trust that over what they're saying. You are a critical thinker. You can analyze the information before accepting its truth. I'm talking about you. Let's keep going. First of all, you're a natural born leader. Secondly, you're a logical, spiritual, and critical thinker. So we're breaking down this critical, logical, and spiritual thinker. Let's go to the next one. Logical thinker. This person, you, they make decisions based on logic and avoid emotional biases. Again, you, chosen one, king, queen, sis, bruh, viewer, you make decisions based on logic and avoid emotional biases. Now, let's keep it 100, y'all. We have all been there, done that, got a t-shirt. You may have been wrapped up emotionally in something, someone, a situation, an idea at some point, but you overcame that, or you're overcoming that. that is what makes you a boss, baby. That is what puts you in that leadership position. That is what people see when they see you. That you're able to separate the job from the emotions. You're able to separate who you are from this thing. You're able to get out here on this earth, baby, and have conversations and interactions with strangers, people you don't even know. And you can take on some foolishness. I'm going to keep it real. You can take on some mess, but you know how to dust yourself off and keep it moving. Everybody can't do that. Sometimes people come in contact with other individuals, and maybe this was you at some point, where you be like, why they said that? Why they did that? I only did X, Y, Z. Why in the world would they say that? Why in the world would they do that? That was a season where you were learning. You were dissecting that whole thing. I'm telling you, this is something that you were born with. So you have to know how to, even though you have the gift, you still have to nurture it. That's what it is. This is something that hadn't been taught, but you were born with it, but you still have to nurture that thing. So you may have sat down for a season, a moment, a day, an hour or two, and just try to figure out why people do what they do. When it comes to you, that's because you're a boss, baby. You got that boss-like energy. When you step up, when you step out, when you believe in you, when you do what you do, oh my goodness, you make a difference around you. You make a difference in your own life. You make a difference on that job. Even if you don't have the title behind your name, the Most High has qualified you. That's why you get sent sometimes to these dark spaces and places, environments, cities, jobs, all these different things, because you are meant to come in there and be a boss. Let the people know this ain't that. Even if I look like I'm not qualified, the Most High has already qualified me. I'm talking about you, viewer. Chosen one, this is something you were born with. You are a critical thinker and a logical thinker. Again, a logical thinker is they make decisions based on logic, avoiding emotional biases. You've had to learn that. Whoever you are, you've balanced that thing now. Maybe you were a person that was emotional, but the Most High put somebody in your life and you in somebody else's life to teach you how to balance that thing. And at the time, it may have felt bad. It may have been tough. Your heart may have been hurt. But I'm telling you right now, you got your emotions in balance, or you're learning how to get that thing in balance, because you are a leader. You're meant to be a boss. You're meant for people to see you. You're meant to shine. Even if they don't acknowledge you, your light is still on wherever you go. Let's go to the next one. You're a spiritual thinker. We're talking about you being a leader. We're talking about you being a boss. We're talking about you stepping up, being that person that even if man has not put that title behind your name, gave you manager, gave you supervisor, gave you first lead of the cash register, whatever it is, even if man has not given you that, you are naturally that. In real life, y'all. Let's go to the next one. Spiritual thinkers. This is you. A spiritual thinker uses reason and logic to understand and apply spiritual concepts in their lives, seeking a rational bias for their spiritual practices. They may ponder big questions about existence, the universe, and life's purpose, and use reason to explore realities beyond sensory perception. Essentially, they bridge the gap between spiritual inquiry and logical understanding. Essentially, you bridge the gap between spiritual inquiry and logical understanding. So when you walk out here outside your door, when you get on that job, when you go to the family barbecue, when you just walking your dog down the road, baby, when people see you, you're like a whole spiritual entity, a whole vibe, a whole what? I don't even know. Just like all I'm seeing is like a blob of like just fire. This is you. When people see you, baby, just fire. And you may not even realize that about yourself, but I'm telling you right now, you got the heat. And so when you come around people, they feel that. Even if they hold that boss kind of title, they physically got the title. When they come near you, when they experience you, it feels like heat. It feels like pressure. It feels like a competition. It feels like they have to boss up themselves because you put that mirror to their face. Because you have gone through some things. You're a critical thinker, a logical thinker, but the Most High said, not only that, I'm going to sprinkle this little, like they put that salt on there, I'm going to sprinkle this little spiritual aspect on you. So when the people start peopling, when life start lifing, you'll know how to move about this thing spiritually. Because we're all spirits, y'all. We're having a human experience, but this life is based off spirit. I don't care what nobody say. It's based off energy. Literally, y'all. It is. So when you tap in and tune into your higher self spiritually, you can go on that interview, baby, and knock it out the park, because it's bigger than what you physically are going through, what you're physically experiencing. You know in your mind, in your heart, in your spirit that I already got it. So when you sit down in that seat and they start asking you, why should I hire you? Baby, you can be real, you can be true, you can be raw, and let them know, I am the opportunity. You're coming to me, or I'm coming to you applying for this position, but in your mind, in your heart, in your spirit, your demeanor, you can sit in that seat, or you can go on that job, or you can get in that relationship, you can go in that city, and you can know, I am the opportunity. I'm talking to somebody. I'm talking to you. You are a boss, baby. You are a natural born leader, because you have stepped outside of what society thinks it should look like, how you should operate, what you should do. Not only that, the Most High has created you to be a critical, logical, and spiritual thinker. Let's keep going, y'all. I'm talking about you in this season. We done talked about the devil enough. He has no authority over you. They have no authority over you. Once you tap in and tune into you, you will see you were always that man, that woman. They always wanted to be you and outbeat you. I'm talking about you. Let's keep going. You set the bar/standard. We're talking about you being a leader. We're talking about you being a boss, even without the title. Again, you set the bar/standard. What do I mean when I say that? People base their lives off of you. People base their success off of you. When they look at you, baby, if you thriving, you grinding, you good, you healthy, you doing what you doing, it's a problem. It's a whole problem when it comes to you. They base their lives off of you. This is what's making you a boss. I'm telling you now, even if you don't have the title. When people see you, they feel like, if I can exceed him or her, if I can beat him or her, if I can sabotage him or her, if I can make him or her feel smaller, if I can make them believe they're not chosen, if I can keep them from their destiny, if I can keep abusing them mentally, they won't seek after the things they need and want. These are how people think when it comes to you, because they see you in that high superior boss position, even if you don't. So you scratch your head, chosen one. You scratch your head, viewer, trying to feel like, why they so pressed and impressed with you when you don't have quote unquote nothing. Because sometimes we say that, I don't have nothing, why they worried about me? That's a lie from the pits of hell, baby. You got it all. Even if you don't physically have it, I'm telling you, your spirit is abundant, because you're a natural born leader. So when you don't have it, the Most High not only gives you logic and critical thinking, but a spiritual aspect so that you can go and get it. Go out spirit. He give you all three of those so that you can go and get it. So that's why people can't figure out, even though you don't have the title behind your name, you still out here operating like you a whole boss. And you are, period. Baby, you set the bar for people. I don't care who it is. Family, sister, cousin, lover, brother, associate, co-worker, neighbor. You set the bar for people. You let them know you need to do better. You looking at me, harassing me, chasing me, doing this and that, trying to study my life. You trying to figure out whether I'm going to make it or not. You need to do better. That's the step need to be on your head, on your t-shirt. Do better. Baby, I'm telling you, whoever I'm speaking to, you don't even realize you hold that kind of energy, that kind of presence, or that kind of aura. If you didn't know, now you know. And that's not to be egotistical. That's not to think you have arrived. That's not to believe you all that. But the Most High is saying in this season, you have to own some of that in order for you to keep bossing up. In order for you to keep being the person that he has created you to be, you have to own some of these things that you were naturally born with. And when people can't agree with it, they don't accept it, they want to reject it, baby, let them move around. You keep growing, you keep expanding, you keep doing you, you keep grinding, you keep trusting your own self, you keep getting it out the mud, whatever that look like. It's giving boss vibes. It's giving leadership. It's giving I'm the one in the two, baby. I love it. Whoever I'm speaking to, let's keep going. You can do whatever you want. You can do whatever you want. I was listening to a young girl the other day. Her and her mom, they've been going through some things. I was watching them because, y'all, I love to eat, so I watch mukbangs a lot. But this little girl has been speaking. I call her little girl, but she's grown now, y'all. But still, to me, she feels like a child. But she's just been talking about her spiritual journey, talking about how she loved God. And she's not perfect. God is not looking for us to be perfect. But her spirit, her heart, her mind, everything, you can tell she just tapped in. She locked into what it is she wants, how she wants to be. All these things, y'all. And I'm bringing this up because she was talking to her mom. She was like, do you really believe you can have what you want? Or do you really believe you can be who you want to be? That's what it was. Because sometimes we say that phrase, and because we get to a certain age, we kind of, shun that. We let it go just a little bit. Like, I'm too old now. I can't be what I want to be. I can't do what I want to do. But whoever I'm speaking to, that's not your truth, baby. I don't care the age. I don't care the obstacles. I don't care what your past is. I don't care what you're dealing with now, because maybe some days it's good and other days it's not. I do not care. And God don't either. The fact that you're listening to this message, the Most High don't care about that either. You can still be used. You can still be blessed. You can still be in that pit and, baby, making it to the palace. Whoever I'm speaking to, you can do whatever you want. That's that boss energy. That's that boss mentality. I can do whatever I want to do if I put my mind to it, if I know that I'm not just this surface level thinker. I'm not just a critical logical thinker. I know it's going to take something bigger than me. I need to tap into my spiritual self. I need to know that when I tap into something higher than me, I already got the talents. I already got the looks. I already got the juice. I already got the sauce. I'm talking about you. I'm saying but I'm speaking over your life. I'm talking about you, viewer. You already got these things. But when you accompany that with that spiritual, baby, that's what sets you apart. I'm telling you now, because people will go out here and get these boss kind of mentalities or these boss positions. They got the supervisor management behind their names. What they're missing is that spiritual aspect. And the Most High has accompanied you, has equipped you, has built you up in such a way, you got it all. So you set the bar when you go places and spaces and environments and people, you interact, you set the bar, you set the standard. And it's only as high as you set it. That goes back to you being able to do whatever you want to do. The bar is only as high as you set it. Not your boss, not your lover, not your grandma, not any of them. This bar is your own bar, so you don't have to compete with nobody. As a matter of fact, baby, they watching you, they competing with you, they studying you. Whoever I'm speaking to, let's keep going, y'all. Your adaptability is crazy. I just saw 24/24 on the time. That may be somebody's confirmation. 24/24. Your adaptability is crazy. I'm talking about you not only being a natural born leader, but I'm talking about you being a boss. I'm talking about you being chosen. I'm talking about you being available and comfortable with stepping outside of the norm, going against the grain. Your adaptability is insane. Whoever I'm speaking to, the Most High can pluck you up from where you are right now and sit you somewhere else that's totally new to you. But guess what you're going to do, baby? Swim. When you have those kind of obstacles and those options where you got to sink or swim, whoever you are, baby, you always choose to swim, even if it's against the tides, even if it's against the grain, even if it's against what your family is used to, even if it's against what you're used to. That's what makes you a boss. That's what puts you in that boss energy, because you can go anywhere, baby, and adapt. Even if you're sleeping in your car, even if you're at a homeless shelter, even if you don't know the city yet, even if you don't know the people, your environment, whatever it is, you don't know what your future looks like, you can still adapt. The Most High has created you that way because you are meant to be a quote-unquote traveler, y'all. A traveler. The Most High has created you like that. Your spirit is meant to travel. Even if you don't physically go this place, that place, your spirit can be felt. You got that boss-like energy, so no matter where your feet go on this earth, even if you go to Citgo, Marathon, Circle K, Shell, you go to DD's, Discount, Ross, Burlington, wherever your feet go on this earth, baby, you can adapt. You know how to get into the room, get into the space, get into the place, and you adjust sometimes to the energy because you know how to study it, you know how to observe it, you know how to move around. I told you you're a critical, logical, and spiritual thinker. So even when you go into the space and the place, baby, you may look like you're the quote-unquote underdog. You may not have the title. Somebody about to enter into some spaces and places that you feel like you may not be qualified for. The Most High hadn't put that title behind your name, but when you step into that room, when you step into that job, when you get into that city, people are going to feel you on a spiritual level, and it can't be denied. This is your truth, whoever I'm speaking to. This is what makes you bossy. This is what makes you a leader. I love it. I absolutely love it, because man sometimes feel like you got to go through all this rigorous things. You got to get the degree, you got to do that, and sometimes you do. Sometimes you do for what it is you want to do. Sometimes you do, but that is your own personal journey. Whoever this is for, yes, maybe you are having to take classes, but there's also a spiritual aspect when it comes to you, that when you take these courses, when you take these classes, you will have favor over you because you're tapped in on another level, not just logically critical, but you're also tapped in spiritual. So the Most High will give you that B, that A, baby, that you feel like, oh my gosh, how did I do that? They say, oh my gosh. It's like a man say, oh my gosh. I love when he say that because it's the truth. People are looking at you, even if you don't feel like it. People are looking at you because A, they see you as a critical, logical, and spiritual thinker. They see you as a leader, even if they don't acknowledge it. They see you as a person where they feel like they have to put their own success on hold and try to see what you got going on. I'm telling you, they base their lives off of you. And lastly, y'all, let's get to it. Your attitude is giving, I can handle it. We're talking about you being a boss. Your attitude is giving, I can handle it. I told you, you may not have been qualified on paper by man to be a supervisor, a manager, a boss, whatever you want to call it, but the Most High has put you through tests, through trials, through tribulations, and situations and situationships. It has seen that you can handle it. Baby, you a whole boss. I'm telling you now, You can handle the pressure. You can handle the gossip. You can handle being in these seasons of quote unquote poverty. You can handle when you don't understand or you don't really have clarity, but yet you still trust in something bigger than you. You can handle this mission, baby. You can handle the children. You can handle the accounts. You can handle the business. You can handle the heartaches. You can handle the healing process. You can handle it. Whoever I'm speaking to, you have been given such things and put on your plate that, baby, you just eat. Every time the Most High put it on your plate, you eat. Every time he press you, baby, that diamond come out. Every single time you go through what you go through and you take it like a G, you take it like a boss. You say, you know what? It is what it is. It was what it was. I'm telling you right now, all it do is just expand, baby. It expands your confidence. It expands your character. It expands your environments. It expands what you believe you can do. Because I told you, whoever I'm speaking to, you feel like I can do what I want to do. And it's not in a cocky way. It's just that you've been through so much. Because again, your attitude is given, I can handle it. I can handle it. I've been through so much now that I can handle it. I'm talking about you. Again, you have this boss-like energy, baby. You have this leadership energy. This is something that has not been taught. You were born with it, but the Most High had to put you through some things in order for you to be pressed. In order for that man to show up, in order for that woman to show up, in order for that king, that queen, that person that's been chosen to show up, baby, you had to go through some things. And that, sweet love, is not you being, yes, you being taught, but you were already born with this. That boss-like kind of energy, that leadership energy. Let's run it back again. You're a natural born leader. You're a critical, logical, and spiritual thinker. You set the bar and the standard, baby, not just for yourself, but for other people. You got an attitude of, I can do what I want to do in real life. And not to say you're not governed to something, but you're governed to the Most High. And your attitude about, I can do what I want to do, is like, there's no thing that's not impossible. Like when it comes to you, you can do the impossible. You can do whatever you want because you tapped in and tuned into something higher than you. Let's keep going. Your adaptability is crazy, whoever I'm speaking to. And lastly, your attitude is given, I can handle it. All of these bullet points, baby, this is just a short list that I'm going through. I may not have tapped on everything that's concerning you, but God knows. We 32 minutes in. You have watched thus far. The Most High is speaking to your spirit right now to let you know, baby, you are a boss. It has nothing to do with what you physically have. You have the attitude and the spirit, the determination, the beast mode, the grit, the grind, whatever it is. You are a whole boss out here. And whether people want to acknowledge you or not, that don't even matter. The Most High has already qualified you, has already acknowledged you. And that's what got them sick to their stomach, baby. That's what got some people sick to their stomach right now. Because you were born with this and they cannot shake that out of you. They cannot kick that out of you. This is something that runs through your veins. And every single time you get that pushback, every single time you get that rejection, every single time you get that pressure, every single time you overcome something, you experience something, that puts you on another level, baby. That puts you on a whole nother level, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, because again, it goes back to you just being detached from those emotions. All that stuff, those heartaches and stuff, it teaches you how to be that leader, how to be that boss, how to overcome those things. So the next time, baby, they'll know this ain't that. Or the next time you won't be on the merry-go-round so long. The next time you'll know, wait a minute, this is the one and the two, and I'm not going to play around. Let me tell you something, chosen one, viewer, collective, king, queen, sis, bruh. You are a boss. You are a leader. You're everything that man said you were not. Everything that man said you were not. Y'all, my videos, I feel like be kind of long, but I do not want to cut spirit off right now. I don't. Because somebody needs to hear this. Because we will look at our physical environments and think that we're not a boss. And you are. You carry the character of a boss. Literally, even if you don't have the title behind your name, you've gone through things, you know how to overcome, you know how to be a critical thinker. If they give you those little assessments on the jobs, y'all know how they do. You got to take those critical thinking assessments. What they really be trying to do is trip you up. That's how life is when it comes to you. Try to trip you up because the universe, the Most High, and the devil know there's something greater in you. There's bigger, there's more. You're designed and created to be that boss, that leader. That's who you are. Period, y'all. I'm going to stop it right there. Period. 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh my goodness. That's what the timer just said. 3, 4, 5, 6. Whoever you are, you're moving forward. And sometimes it takes those steps. 3, 4, 5, 6. But every step that you take, baby, it's another notch under your belt. It's another experience. It's another time where you can clap for yourself. It's another moment where you know your own power and authority. It's another season, baby, where you can display, and the Most High can display you as that boss, as that leader, as the chosen one, as a person who had been broken, but now you're healed, as a person who's had overcome some things. 3, 4, 5, 6. We moving forward, y'all. Period. I love that it ended like this. I love it, y'all. I love y'all so much. I love y'all so much. I love y'all so much. I thank y'all for rocking with me. I thank you for your PayPals, your Cash Apps, your super thanks, your thumbs up, your love, your support, continuing to show up, y'all, each and every single time that I show up. Please know I appreciate you all so much. I thank you for your presence. I thank you so much for everything that you're doing. When it comes to just you being you, it means a whole lot. Even if people don't tell you, it does. So keep doing that. Keep being you. Keep being strategic. Keep being logical. Keep being spiritual. You need all of that to set you apart. And you're doing it. And you're going to keep doing it. So until next time, y'all be easy. Peace.